Hello Divine Masculines and welcome back to my channel, Lumen Tarot. So Divine Masculine, I'm being called to the table to do a reading for you guys, okay? The words I got for your reading, now bear with me, it's weird, it was one of them, and the other one was contradiction, okay? I feel like that's kind of how you're acting, right? Honestly, I feel like you're struggling with something here. I feel like you're struggling and, you know, maybe you need a reading. That's why I'm called to the table. So this is for the masculines, I feel like, that are having a lot of indecision, by the way. So it's not going to resonate with all of you, and this is collective energy. So take what does resonate and toss out the rest. Don't try to force anything into your world. And thank you, Divine Masculines and Divine Feminines, because I know you're here, right? Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, subscribes, comments, shares. All my new subscribers, hi, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining the Soul Tribe, right? Becoming a new Moonie. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Honestly, I feel like you may be acting kind of weird or just feeling weird because we've been hearing a lot of the word weird in readings from different readers on YouTube. And then today I got contradiction. I just feel like you're really struggling. You're for a lot of masculines out there, it's like you have all this love for your feminines, and yet you trash talk them behind their back, okay? That's something that needs to be stopped. The scales need to be balanced there. The truth needs to come out. I got the Justice card and the To Be Fair card here. So you need to be actually fair. This is a contradiction, to have love for someone and yet be selfish and trash them behind their back, right? That is a contradiction, and it's weird. It's kind of a weird way to show somebody how you feel about them, especially when you know that the ultimate goal here is happiness, a happy family somewhere over the rainbow. This is like the Ten of Cups in this deck for me, okay? Ultimate wish fulfillment. But I feel like there's masculines out there that are very indecisive of which way to go, but that, you know, yet at the same time you love the feminine, but you're willing to stick the feminine with the sword. You see what I'm saying? It's it's almost like you're acting as if you're a walking contradiction is really what I'm getting. You're a living, breathing, walking contradiction. And there's some things that, here you have this path, right? A path to a happy family somewhere over the rainbow. There's things that in order to choose this path, that you need to clear out of your life. But you don't know if you want to do that. There's things that, need to be cleared out, cleaned up, right? In order to make space for this blessing. But you don't know if you want to clean that up. And I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you, tick tock. It's time to decide. It's time to choose a path. It's time to get rolling. Yeah. And it's like they know that inside, Spirit knows that you have love for the Divine Feminine. Yet you're a walking contradiction because you trash the Divine Feminine. So Spirit is like, you're still stuck in an indecision, right? Because you want the Divine Feminine, but yet you trash the Divine Feminine, and you take what it is that you need to clear out of your life. So they're like, tick tock, time is running out, Divine Masculine. It's time to be fair. Not just to everyone else involved, but fair to yourself as well, right? Yeah. All right, so what can you show us? What kind of struggles? Honestly, I want to start with the mixed emotions, because I want to see what kind of struggles you're having, because this sounds like a struggle. Okay, a struggle to make a decision, and kind of maybe I'm feeling like you've got all this dark negative energy here about all of this, okay? And this is kind of your lash out. You may even be blaming other people. I feel like you're doing a lot, blaming a lot on the feminine here. And just, you know, it's time for you to be fair. Okay? That's what the universe is saying, and time is running out. Your chance is running out. Okay, so yeah, you may want to feel free from this situation. I feel like there's a situation you need to free yourself from and clean up. And you're hesitant to do that. It's almost like you're afraid, even though the card's not out here. I just, you know, shyness is kind of a fear. You know what I mean? A fear that you know you may be able to conquer, but you're still afraid about it. I feel like there's the feminine is out here leaving the scene, having a victory. You could be watching the feminine like crazy, wanting to approach but feeling shy about it. You don't know how to approach, so maybe you're waiting for a specific time or an event that you can just pop out at them. Because the feminine is leaving the scene. You know, if you look at this card, it says encouraged, right? Let's cover up the words though, and you'll see it a whole different way. This is the divine feminine taking the training wheels off and cruising into a new cycle. Okay, and you are being left behind, and I feel like it may be causing a panic. You feel that energy leaving the scene. Okay, and they're having a new beginning, a victory. They've got accomplishments here. They're masterful in whatever it is that they're doing, and I feel like you're watching them from like around a corner here. You want to be free, I think, to go towards them, but yet at the same time, look at what's happening here. I feel like you're trash talking. For some of you, you're still trash talking this person behind their back. You know, not making a decision. It's like you're a walking contradiction. Yeah, you're afraid here. You're living in fear, and the divine feminine is living in peace. You know why? Because you broke her trust. You broke her trust, and you do it every time you sabotage that feminine. Every time you speak badly about the feminine, you break their trust and you sabotage them more and more and more. And the Spirit is trying to tell you, tick-tock, it's time to be fair now. Yeah. You know you broke trust with the feminine energy, though. Maybe you're afraid to reach out because you don't want to feel rejected. If you get rejected here, it's going to feel like you're falling from a trapeze, right? It'll feel like you've fallen from a trapeze. But, you know, I mean, you're still, yeah, look, decide a path. I feel like it's time to decide a path. You're still indecisive about what you want to do, where you want to go. I feel like you're afraid. You're afraid to choose this path. You're afraid because you don't know if the feminine is going to reject you or not. And at the same time, you realize that they're moving forward, accomplishing a lot that they're proud of, and living a life of peace, calm, and serenity. Yeah, you're frustrated. That's the problem. This is what it is. This is what I'm talking about. What are you struggling with, right? What are you struggling with? I feel like, Divine Masculine, you really need to take a look inside yourself and look at your feelings. I feel like you're overthinking things. I think you just need to look at what your heart wants. And I feel like you already know what you need to clean up and out of your life. I think you know it's time, and I think you know, to be fair, you've got to stop backstabbing the Divine Feminine. Because the Divine Feminine isn't doing anything to you. As a matter of fact, she's riding away from you as fast as possible because of this. Because of the backstabbing, the bad-mouthing, the betrayals. Okay? And I feel like this is a major contradiction. It's like you watch the feminine, you watch them, you think, you know, about how you're going to reach out to them, how you're going to pop out at them, how you hate that they're taking their energy away, and yet you're stabbing them in the back and betraying them and talking about them behind their back. Really? When they're focusing on themselves. They're focused on themselves and accomplishing something in their future. It's time to be fair, Divine Masculine. You're not that empowered. You're not that empowered if you have to watch the feminine all the time. If you're crying about it, and if you're not coming forward out of fear and vulnerability. You're not that empowered. Not yet. Not until you're honest. Not until you get past the things that you're struggling with. And I feel like that's what you do. You watch the feminine. You're fascinated by the feminine. You're sad because this is suffering a loss, bereavement. Because your light is kind of leaving here. Okay? It's making you feel vulnerable, unprotected, defenseless. I'm pretty sure that this is what the problem is. You may be trying to do this, hold back and sabotage behind, you know, sabotage and talk about the divine feminine behind their back because maybe it makes you appear like you're better than them. Maybe it makes you appear like your heart isn't breaking and you don't want them. But that's a contradiction. Maybe I feel like you're doing it out of ego, wanting to look, you know, like you have control. You're wanting to look like you're strong and that you've got a strong foundation, but the fact of the matter is you're vulnerable. You're defenseless. And lies and deceit is your only, if lies and deceit are your only defense, what do you have? Really? All right, so what else can you show me? For Divine Masculine, I feel like you just need to, you know, whoever out there is playing games and sticking the Divine Feminine in her back, right? I feel like they need to be fair. They need to be fair. And they need to clean out and clear out the energy that they're not happy with in order to be free. Okay? Yeah. Because the divine is watching. They're running the show here. Hopefulness. Optimistic, expectant. Somebody could be expecting a baby. But, yeah, someone here could be expecting a baby. Or someone is hopeful. Maybe you planted a seed, you know, sent out some kind of small message or some kind of sign here to the Divine Feminine, and you're hopeful to hear an answer, but there isn't one. There isn't one because you hurt them, and I feel like you need to be fair and bring balance to the situation, and there's no time left. There's no time left. And wherever you've been sitting, wherever you've been wasting time because that's something that needs to be cleared out. So you're discouraged here because you really, where is it? You don't have a defense. You don't have a defense. Yeah. All right, so what else can you show me for Divine Masculine? Yeah. It's almost like at this point, it seems like whatever you could possibly do to make it right still seems inadequate. For some of you, you may need to even move or make a location change to come towards this feminine. And it seems like it's like you're ill-equipped to do that, right? I feel it's more like whatever, you know, you're discouraged because planting a little tiny seed wasn't enough, and all of a sudden you're discouraged. But that was all the effort that you put in, was a couple seeds, little signs, hoping they would grow. But I feel like you've done so much damage behind this divine feminine's back. That's not enough, man. You need to make a bigger move than that. You know it. You need to make a bigger move than that. And you feel like you got nothing. You got nothing. You don't have a defense. Yeah, so you're struggling because you do have love. You do have love with this divine feminine. You love this divine feminine. Yeah, and you're very sad without them, but you don't have a defense, and you're only planting little seeds, like little clues, right? They're like little clues. I keep hearing that from Sleepless in Seattle. It's like a little clue. Yeah, that's what you're planting. Something like a little clue. But you've really hurt this feminine so bad that, telling you, it's you got to bump it up a bit. It's going to take a bigger move, and you got to, you know, you don't have much time left. Tick tock, it's time to go. It's time to be fair. It's time to be open, honest. Balance those scales. Okay, to somebody who's just living a peaceful life, man, you've got to stop backstabbing them. Yeah, and if this is the person that you want, if this is the path that you've chose, you gotta make a bigger move than planting little seeds after hurting somebody that bad. That's what I'm getting. Anyway, Divine Masculine, that's what I've got. I hope this helps. I do. And if you guys like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, help me grow, right? Become a new Moonie. And until next time, Divine Masculine, take care of you and peace out.